Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Pokemon Y2. I'm your host, ThePikaWu. In the last episode we took on the first gym leader of this Let's Play, and that first gym leader turned out to be Sharon, so I mean, you know, that's kind of a thing. Again, he was a normal type user, so having something like Riolu, who is very, very good at being a fighting type, kind of a thing. So Audino is kind of a thing now. I don't remember when exactly this starts. But you can find Audino now in Shaking Grass, which is obviously good because it's free experience. And the higher the level, usually you have better experience, of course. But I mean, this early on, level 2 is kind of a thing. And I just realized that in recording this, I forgot that one item down there, so I'll have to pick that up in the next episode because, you know, I didn't actually see that there. I was occupied with a whole bunch of other things. And yeah, so, I mean, whatever. So, we're going to be kind of using Oshawott here a bit today just because, you know, levels, we want it to evolve before we get to the next gym. I kind of wouldn't mind having Riolu evolve as well before the next gym, just so that way it gets that immunity to poison. But, I mean, that kind of takes away from some of the fun too, plus that would require a lot of either just random running around to build up happiness or to, you know, just keep battling, therefore making it over leveled and then unfun for this entire Let's Play, because, you know, why not? But yeah, so basically what we're going to be doing today is kind of just finishing off the remainder of this little area here before making our way into the next city. Then we're obviously going to just, you know, sit there, explore it, and enjoy the scenery. And then after that we have to head south from there to kind of do a bit of, it's kind of like a mini side quest type of thing. Nothing too important, but you can't really turn down good free experience. So I mean, that's the thing. Also, I'm not sure if anyone can actually hear it or not, but if there's any kind of like worrying sound in the background, I will keep probably saying this every episode until the end of summer. Fans, I mean, it's I think it's somewhere in the 80s right now. Trying not to get my fan into the, you know, whatchamadoohicker, the mic, to make everything loud as fuck. But yeah, I think that it's 83 degrees here right now, but I'm pretty sure it feels a lot hotter than that, considering they have beads of sweat kind of going down the side of my cheek at the moment. I don't know, maybe my room is just like terribly insulated or whatever the fuck you would like call it that they do to make things, you know, balance out rather than be overly hot. I don't know. I really don't know what that is called. I'm not someone that works on houses or anything, but whatever the reason, I really wish it would go away, because I really hate warm weather like this. Okay, warm is fine, hot, not so much. I mean, spring is one of the most amazing seasons ever, and fall is kind of still kind of warm, even though it's, you know, when it starts to get cool, really cool or cold again. So I mean, I just kind of wish that, you know, we could, you know, have like spring or well, mostly spring weather all year long, because, you know, spring is just the best season in general. It's just absolutely the best season. So anyways, basically we go through this little, you know, midway point before we get to the next city. So I mean, that's kind of a thing. But I mean, we will be getting to the gym in the next episode. There's not much to do when it comes to the gym, but I mean, the gym will still be a thing. But yeah, anyways, second you get here, you get a cross transceiver call from your mother, who's like, yeah, where are you at now? Oh, you're already there, etc., etc., you know. Yeah, and she doesn't really say anything all that relevant. So, another thing that you happen to see when you get here is a man talking with his daughter, whose name is Roxy. She happens to be the gym leader of this town, and he happens to be the man that runs the boat that ferries people from Virbank City all the way over to Castelia City, because that's the only way you can get to Castelia this early on in the game anyways. Considering we're like we're starting literally on like the complete opposite side of the map, so I mean, that's something. But yeah, as you can see, she is the gym leader, and she's heading back to the gym because her father is going up to PokeBeach Studios to do some kind of movie thing because he wants to be a movie star or whatever. And eventually we will be going there as well because it's kind of mandatory through the storyline. So, I mean, I never really liked that, but I might do something fun off screen, unless you guys want me to do some of the actual events on screen, because there's a cool little thing that you can do for your Pokemon whenever it comes to a certain story. I don't want to really do all of them. I've never played through all of them myself. Of course, I do still have my game, so I could, you know, see what I need to do for all of them. And maybe like when we get closer to the end of the game, we can go through all of them. But when you get to a certain story or a certain movie or whatever you want to call it, you only have to do it once. You can fail if you want as well. You can do whatever. It doesn't matter how. You just need to. I think you need to select 2 Pokemon, and those Pokemon will be given a special background type of deal. Whenever it's sent into battle, much like shinies, there will be something that pops up, and whenever you use a Pokemon in this specific like movie shoot that you would be doing, I think it's like anywhere between like the 5th or 11th or something like that, you get a little star that bounces above your Pokemon's head. So basically, like, if you have a Pokemon that has the star in the lead of your party and you go into a battle, you'll see a much larger star pop up. So it's kind of like the hero of the story. And then you have, like, if you happen to have any other Pokemon on your party that have the same star, if you send them into battle, then they'll have a much smaller star because they were sent out after the first one. The first one is obviously going to be the main star of whatever you would be shooting normally, like if you're going by movie, you know, shit. But I mean, it's kind of cool. Like, if you want to have some kind of cool little sparkly thing and you just can't seem to be, like, you just can't seem to find yourself a shiny or something, it's something that you can do to make your Pokemon a little more appealing to you, even if they don't have a different color. And the star is kind of cool too. I have several Pokemon, or I think I had all of my in-game team stuff from my black too transferred up, so it doesn't transfer up the star, which is kind of lame. It'd be kind of cool if they actually transferred that up to, you know, be like, yeah, they were previously a movie star in the Unova region or something. That'd be kind of cool. But I mean, if you transfer them up, yeah, it loses the star. But having it for something like your in-game team is pretty cool, especially if you want to have something more to it than just like a regular Pokemon. And if you can't just find a shiny or whatever, then there's that too. I recommend picking up this antidote because, again, the second gym leader is a poison type user. So if you happen to get poisoned, then I mean, you'll at least have the antidote for it, right? So, I mean, there's that. I think this is like a daycare area, I'm assuming anyways, considering there's kids. But coming here, you also get a free burn heal. I guess she's, you know, like, here you go in case you get a burn, as in, you know, someone telling you off or whatever, on top of the status affliction, I guess, you know. But I think that's everything for the main area of Virbank, at least that we can do. I think we talked to this guy already, I don't know. But if you try to talk to this guy, you can't get into the PokeBeach Studios. You have to beat the gym leader here first, and before you can ever go to Castelia, you have to, you know, you have to kind of go into the PokeBeach Studios before you can go to Castelia. So before you can do one thing, you have to do another thing and all that other crap. It's just, you know, whatever. This is something I recommend doing every day if possible. If you're still like, if you're holding yourself in the early stages of the game, I'm here every day. You can offer him a Pokeball and he'll give you a Great Ball, so you can trade up your lower end Pokeballs to get higher, better, like a higher accurate. How do I put this? A more accurate, I guess, is the simple way of, you know. But yeah, it's a good way to get a better Pokeball. Basically, you kind of understand what I'm getting at. I like how my voice was like for some reason. It's like. Anyways, considering we just got the Silk Scarf, which is an item that boosts normal type moves, we're going to give return to Riolu, because quick attack is a thing, and so is return. And return again is good for whenever it's, you know, friendlier, even though it's already kind of friendly considering, you know, we haven't let it die yet. The only ways you can reduce happiness is things like special vitamins. There are vitamins you can give to make a Pokemon more frustrated at you. There's the EV berries, which take away happiness. Or no, EV berries increase happiness but take away EVs. There's a different type of berry that kind of does the opposite. It doesn't give EVs, but it just makes the Pokemon dislike you more. I think it was like something that had, or I think it has something to do with like the bitterness or something, like they're bitter. They might be just potions or something, I don't really remember, because I've never really used them. By the way, this double slap was bullshit. One, it wasn't double, and two, that crit, but still bullshit. But yeah, I've never used the whole frustration type of berries, like nothing to reduce the happiness, but I mean, like, you want your happiness up for Riolu, so return is just an overall amazing move for it. But I mean, as long as it's strong, I guess, whatever. By the way, I do have Serebii pulled up, and I just now noticed that they changed their banner. I didn't even remember seeing that. Anyways, we have to come back here when we get cut too, by the way. We don't have the ability to use cut yet. At least I don't think we do. Because we haven't gotten cut yet. But, yeah. So, I mean... Anyways, this guy here is asking us to kind of fire, or light a fire under his workers' bellies, so to speak, or their asses. I think it's, you know, whichever one, you know, just light a fire under their ass, we'll just go with it that way. Kind of get them, you know, fired up and ready to work. I guess they're kind of depressed or something. I mean, working a probably dead-end job, basically, just, you know, doing whatever. Okay, every job is basically a dead-end job because no one wants to be doing them for the most part. I mean, there are jobs that people do enjoy doing that they actually do have, but I can't really name off anyone that I really know that, you know, is capable of saying, yeah, I enjoy my job. But, yeah. I mean, I really don't think I would enjoy any job that was given to me, really. I mean, in a way, I'm not entirely a fan of doing EVO videos at the moment, just because the game's kind of stale for me, but at the same time, I still enjoy the game, and I don't really want to quit, because a lot of my friends are playing and intend on continuing to play, so, I mean, it's kind of a bit of a tricky thing, and as a result, like, I try to do what I can, especially when it comes to No Limit, because No Limit's, you know, something I do on a weekly basis, and, you know. Anyway, something about a Lekid. I believe in this game you can find a Lekid in the wild, as in Black 2 you get Magby. Elekid is really cool. I really like the idea that you can just get an Electabuzz, and if your friend's willing to help you, will get an Electivire. But, I mean, so, quick attack plus Soul Scarf is kind of good. I mean, at least I heard it was. So, I mean, that's something that I actually didn't even remember was a possible thing at this point in the game. I never actually did something like this through my original playthrough, let alone through my English playthrough when I got the actual hard copy. So, I mean, having the ability to have something powerful like that really early game is pretty disgusting. If for whatever reason we can get the Riolu to evolve before we get to this gym leader, Return is going to be very powerful. It will hit for neutral damage on every poison type she has and do a significant amount of damage. So, I mean, it's kind of like adding an extra stab boost to Return, even though it's obviously not stab, but like the item itself kind of makes it seem like it has stab, which makes it kind of good, kind of course. I'm trying to remember if Riolu actually gets extreme speed via level up. I don't really remember if it does or not. I could be wrong, but I mean, I feel like it does for some reason. That or it might, well, obviously it would only get it through Lucario, but I mean, having extreme speed instead of quick attack would be pretty retarded. Anyways, considering we're out of time, pretty much anyways, we are going to be calling it a day here. In the next episode, we're going to hopefully finish off all of the trainers here and then get working on the gym. So yeah, that's something to look forward to. If you haven't already, don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and until next time, this is the PokeGamer signing out.